I've always considered myself a fairly social person. I have good friends, I work with the public in my main job, and for the most part, my social life is pretty regular and balanced. Sometimes I'm super social, other times not so much. But since childhood, I've always had this weird urge, this pull, to be on my own, to disappear. And I never really understood why. Some people say it's about recharging my social battery, others label it as being an ambivert, some call it avoidance, but it's not exactly any of these, at least not always. It comes in waves. And over the years, it's grown stronger and turned into a real need. Well, the downside, I detach. I distance myself from friends and family. I get deeply antisocial. I start things excitedly and end them quickly and unfinished, like this channel. But other things got in the way too. If this is your first video here, I'm Drago, and I created this channel to challenge myself as a content creator, to learn, to explore new abilities, and to document everything. And for a little more than 30 videos, that's exactly what I did. Until I disappeared. Let's get started with the unpacking. So, I'm closer to you guys. I bought some things that I thought would make my life as a creator easier. Actually, this is just a ear muff. It's a different kind of ear muff. It's like a ear heater, just for exercising and protecting the ears. So let's go to number one is this. See what this is. Oh, so this is my screen protector for my phone that I bought. It's new, it's better to slide your fingers on. See what else we have here. Oh my god, I'm so nervous. What I've been waiting for. So not this, but this is something important too. This is a Nocta Buddy to stick the phone on the wall. And finally, my first mini drone. Look at this DJI Neo. It's so tiny and so small. I'm so excited to experience this with you guys. I'm gonna make a video about this, so stick around so we can talk a little bit more about this product over here. I'm excited actually. It's my first drone ever. All right, so things have been received. Time to meet my friend. Hello friends and fellow creators. Well, some things happened while I was gone. This year I graduated college finally, and I wanted to live this moment intensely. Coming from abroad, never imagining I'd study in a place like New York City, college might sound like a small or unnecessary thing to some people, but to me it was a real accomplishment, especially because I was the one sponsoring myself, affording every step of the way with my own hard work. After college, I knew I needed a real-world experience, so this channel became my way to document the process of building something from scratch. A space where I could grow my skills, communication, editing, media manipulation, writing, scripting, all the things I learned during school. But that wasn't the only thing that happened. I was freelancing for real companies to raise money because I live in New York City, one of the most expensive cities in the world after all. And that took a huge portion of my time. And while I was gone, I wasn't actually gone. I did cool things with my friends too. We went on getaways, which are honestly essential when you live in New York City for too long without a break. I traveled to other states, I explored, I touched the world beyond the camera lens. This year was my gap year, my try everything year. I read books, worked on my portfolio, visited my family after years apart, traveled to Florida and Orlando, tried new experiences, and while this channel got pushed behind, it never left my mind, because I always knew I'd come back. But there was something else too, a dilemma, one that a lot of creators face.
Hi guys, feels a bit weird doing this over again after a while, but I feel like, well, the reason why I'm with my headsets is because I'm listening to songs, and I feel like when I'm listening to something while I'm talking to you, I feel a little bit more relaxed and in the vibe of the video, I think. Well, I just wanted to share a little bit of the dilemmas that I've been through lately. And in a level, I think those are dilemmas that every creator goes through at some point in their journey as a creator. So those dilemmas are basically on, at least for me, the level of exposure to my life. There are things that I feel like sharing here and other things I feel like I shouldn't share, and that got a little bit in the way of my creative process, and I felt a little bit vulnerable and insecure. But then I realized that this channel is basically a compilation of stories and documentation and the journey journals of a content creator, of someone who is a creative person who likes to share and find like-minded people. And this is one of the reasons why I rethought of everything I did here. And I don't know, I just feel like to be here talking about my life and my journey and sharing those experiences, which are very personal experiences, by the way, is a choice, but at the same time, it feels vulnerable because I'm talking to a camera here. There's no one near me or around me. I will eventually create things that'll make me feel more comfortable, like holding this mic or listening to music while talking to you. But at the same time, I don't know who's on the other side. And there'll be people here that they are coming for really good reasons. Others are just here to judge or to attack or to misunderstand and mistake everything I say. And I'm putting my face here, willing to commit mistakes and to go through this process, which also involves a lot of ups and downs, learning obstacles. And I just felt a little bit insecure, and I felt a little bit, like I mentioned before, vulnerable, because I didn't know if I was reaching the right audience. But well, the comments and people that have stopped here to share and give me a feedback, they've been very well appreciated, and they give me a sense of direction on where this is going. But I feel like those dilemmas and those feelings as a creator, what to share, what not to share, how to present myself through the camera, which language to speak, those were things that got me on the way, and it pushed me back a little bit until I decided to come here again and explain that this is also a process people go through, because I don't know if I was in the right place of mind to read some comments and read some reviews or criticism, which is something you need to know. You have to be in the right place of mind in order to put yourself in this kind of situations, because you will literally read things you don't want to or might not like. Not that I have gone through those really extreme experiences, but still, it's just a way of like, you expose yourself up there. But I think this is one of the things that made me feel a little bit, give it a break, then come back. Another thing was the fact that I was getting too perfectionist. But then I realized that most of my videos, they are based from my writings, and they are based from, I write the things, the journals. They are literally, the creator's journal is literally a series of journals that I write myself, and then I made into videos. And so this video you're watching right now, even though like this part is actually very improvised. It's actually something that I created, I wrote first. And I just want to discuss this little dilemma that I had coming in the way of the creative process that I think other people, they also go through, because it's also a way of documenting it and then sharing the experience. Hopefully things are going to fall into place moving forward. And I know now that I don't have to share everything about my life, and I can choose what to share. And this is the most important thing. You can choose what you share and how to share. And for me, it's not about perfect aesthetic. It's mostly about the story that I'm telling you. So I hope you stick around for the rest of the video. I had to work on that. Some things in life only become clear when you step back, when you remove yourself from the noise, when you disappear, just long enough to see yourself better. There are things you only learn in your own company, no matter how many friends, lovers, or companions you have. Your real self is born in the moment you are alone. That's where identity grows. That's where creativity wakes up. And that's where you start shaping who you actually are. And sometimes, all you need to do is disappear. And this is why to disappear. So you can reappear differently. If you relate to any of this, if you ever gone through these waves, these urges, these disappearances, let me know in the comments. And if you want to follow this journey of rebuilding, creating, and figuring life out again, subscribe and stick around, because the next videos are coming. And trust me, we're just getting restarted.